up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Not come on in. Not come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your
Girl, pressing buttons. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, BondyBlue. I'm back. We're going to do Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip episodes 4 and 5. Okay. Girl, what is going on? Who told Giselle that all she needed to do was be a Karen? Who told her that? Who said, girl, just act like a Karen? That's all you gotta do. Just get on TV and act like a complete Karen, girl. Accuse people of stealing. Accuse people of SA. Like, just get up there and lie like a rug, girl. Just lie like a rug, girl. Lie on people. Lie down so, your ex-husband can do whatever he gonna do to you. Lie like a rug, girl. Just go ahead and lie. And Portia, I'm so glad. I was so happy for this episode because I don't really like you like that no more. And I want to feel okay with that. You know what I'm saying? And when Portia be like running around, being all juicy and shit, the lesbian in me is paying attention to this. But also, like she be fun and sometimes she be funny and I be loving the energy sometimes. Like, cause it's like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? And I do love, okay? Like, I'm not gonna front. Like, I love a old, goofy, bubbly bitch. Like, I do. But I don't really like her like that when it real brought down to it, cause I feel like she phony. Like it's girl. Phony as girl. And I don't really know what's going on. But it's bothersome to me. Like, what's your issue with Leah, Portia? I need to understand. What's your issue with Leah? I don't get it. I don't understand. But let's go ahead and get into the notes for episodes 4 and 5, girl. Because I can't be here all day. Okay? I need to make my way to Wax in the City. Okay? So Whitney told Leah to watch out for Heather. And Leah tells Heather and Marisol that Whitney told her to watch out for Heather. Heather says that everything Whitney has said about her in the church is false and irreparable. And I just kind of feel like, Heather, listen, Whitney might be full of shit. She might be. I'll give you that. I will give you that she possibly be putting you on blast and talking about your business and all of this type of shit for the reality show of it all. Absolutely. Absolutely. But Heather, you are no different. And you are a liar. And you do lie for people. And you do have blind loyalty to Jen. And we don't understand why. It's given I'm a lesbian and don't want to admit it to anybody. Okay? Like it's given we kitty clicked. But I'm going to leave you alone because, everybody going to act like that's not what it is. But you a fan. You a fan. And you grew up in a church that wouldn't allow you to fully be yourself. So, it's given you could possibly, have kitty click with Jen. Maybe that's why you feel the need to lie for her. You don't want kitty click with Whitney. That's your cousin. At least I would hope not. But knowing the Mormons, girl. No disrespect, but y'all have a history. Y'all have a history. So Whitney FaceTimes with Lisa Barlow. I was like, really, Whitney? Really, Whitney? It's really like the friend of my, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's what it's giving. I have really disliked Whitney's relationship with Lisa because I feel like everything that we felt about Lisa, everything that Heather felt about Lisa, I feel like it was real. I think Lisa does treat people like shit. I think Lisa is a manipulator. I think she does throw rocks, boulders, and then hides her hand. It's like, what? What? I destroyed your business. What? I didn't do that. What? Like, Lisa will do that. And Lisa really did not see it for Heather. I probably wouldn't have saw it for Heather either if I was Lisa, because it gives thirsty and I can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't trust nobody like Heather. Like, yeah, I could maybe trust you to be quiet if I feel like abusing you in order to make sure that you stay quiet, you know, because that's what you used to in your life, obviously. If I felt like doing all of that. But if just being a good person and a good friend to you, yeah, that's not good enough for Heather to just go along. It's not. Heather needs some type of abuse or manipulation in order for her to be loyal to you like that. So Lisa didn't really feel any need to do that. She would just act like Heather wasn't there. That bothered Heather, okay? Heather is like, bitch, befriend me and use me as a minion. What's wrong with you? You don't see what I am? I am a minion. Befriend me and use me as a minion, okay? You can't just ignore me and act like I'm not here. Like, that's what Heather gives for me, okay? Just for me. Maybe not for y'all, but for me. Okay, listen. Excuse me. Okay. Whitney admits that Heather got her on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and she came into the show being loyal to Heather because of that. Okay, got it. We're not confused. We knew that. You didn't have to tell us. Portia tells Heather to give Whitney some grace, okay, because you're a Mormon, you're a Christian, okay, and you should give her some grace, okay. Spread a little of that God's grace on to Whitney Rose. Portia says, you know, it may take you some time, you know what I'm saying, to get yourself off that list, but you know, she can't judge you for that. And Heather is like, that list is just so, I'm not even thinking about that list. Well, I thought you said yesterday that you was going to get your name off that list. It doesn't have anything to do with my life. I'm not giving them any money. It's just a list somewhere. It's not important. Well, now I'm confused, Heather, because yesterday it was important and you was working on it, and today it's not important and we not worrying about it. Which one is it? See, we can't trust nothing Heather say. Whitney was right about that. We can't trust nothing Heather say. That's just where I'm at with it, okay? Leah feels like people are being followers. Leah feels like the Miami girls and the Salt Lake City girls are running behind Portia and Giselle because they don't want to get picked on by Portia and Giselle. And I just kind of feel like Leah is right. I do. I feel like Leah is right. As much as the Miami girls try to act like they not about to get bullied by nobody, they kind of in some way, like, you know, walk within the lines. They've had their moments, but I feel like everybody kind of recognizes that they don't want to fight with Giselle and Portia. They don't care about fighting with Candace. You know, oh, Candace is so loud. Y'all are all loud. Y'all are all drunk and obnoxious and loud and annoying as fuck. But somehow we're going to act like Candace is the only one that's loud. Candace is not the only one that's loud. She's just probably the loudest. Okay? They get massages. Everyone is moaning. Like, oh my God, give it a fucking break. Like, you could tell people is not getting laid the way they should. Giselle says Thai people be trying to massage your vagina. And I said, now see, Giselle, when Portia was like, oh, well, they didn't try to massage my vagina. Maybe I need to call them back in here because that's not what happened with me. I just kind of felt like here she is once again insinuating that somebody was trying to like touch her inappropriately or do something inappropriate with her. You're starting now to do that like automatically. It's just kind of annoying. It's annoying. Leah is needy. Leah does do things for attention. She absolutely does. But I also still feel like everybody is doing the whole I want to just stay in Portia and Giselle's good graces type of thing. It does feel that way. Candace thought that she and Portia were going to like shock everyone and like get along. And then Candace starts crying and she explains that she didn't like when Portia was saying that she was suing Monique as a money grab so that she can get money for the down payment of her house, because that was not true. And then Giselle butts in and starts going off about how Candace is on bullshit because she defended her. So why is she going at Portia? Because what are you trying to say? When I defended you, that wasn't enough? And I'm just like, Giselle, are you okay? Like, are you all right over there? You're like always making things that aren't about you. Yes, you defended Candace. But we all know that you defended Candace because you don't like Monique. Candace isn't going to be real and say that at this point. But we all know the only reason that Giselle took Candace's side in the first place is because she wanted to get Monique off the show more. And she saw Candace as someone she could control and use easier. So yeah, I absolutely feel like at this point, Candace, it should be made clear to you that she never really had your back. It was never really about being a good friend to you. It was more so about sticking it to Monique. Like, at the end of the day. That's what it felt like it was always about. Okay? And I just want Giselle to pipe down, because this isn't about her. Portia can get checked for what she said. Portia can be brought to the carpet for what she said because she said it. And then this is the part where I felt like Leah was right about the Miami girls, because anytime Candace says something, the Miami girls are, it's just a little TV show. Like, why are you making a big deal out of it, huh? Da-da-da-da-da. And it's just kind of like, I'm going to need for y'all to sit over there and mind y'all business. But you're not going to sit up here and tell somebody how to feel. If Candace wants to be bothered by what Portia said, that's a prerogative to be bothered by what the fuck Portia said. And if she wants to address Portia for what she said, then she can address Portia for what she said. It's really annoying that everybody, oh, come on, Candace. Oh, come on, Candace. Everybody else can say when they have an issue with Candace. Like, what is going on? I don't like it. Portia starts talking about she's a journalist. Well, I have the journalism job. Girl, you commentate on mess. Give it a break. They play Portia's game, and she and Aaliyah are a team called Polia. And Leah felt like that was shade because, Leah's always passing out and, oh, my period. And, just all of these kind of low-key, woe is me, damsel in distress, white woman tease. Like, that's what it gives. But I also feel like, Portia, are you just mad that somebody is doing that better than you? Because, Portia may never be the person that falls out and passes out, but she absolutely plays that damsel in distress, stupid blonde, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm just a girl. Like, she plays that up all the time. So I don't know why you're so bothered by Leah when, you do the black girl version of that all the time. Like, you may not play victim, but I don't feel like Leah is exactly playing victim. She just don't be feeling like being bothered, or she wants to be a bitch and she feel like she can just say, I don't feel like being bothered with y'all. Oh my God, I'm passing out. Like, are y'all surprised though? Like, this is why white people couldn't be slaves, because they would pass out in extreme heat. Like, yeah, like that's basically why they had to go look for other people to be slaves in hot climates, because they would pass out. So even though I agree that Leah can be like, forever in her victimhood, I just kind of feel like, isn't that what white women do a lot of the time? Like, not all the time, but a lot of the time. Like, come on, girl, that's what white girls do. What do you mean? Okay, it's all happening to me, white women and black men. It's all happening to them. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm sorry. I apologize. We're moving forward. They play Portia's game. Like I said, they put on elephant suits and play volleyball. This is the type of stuff that I like about Portia. It's just goofy and funny. They have an eating competition. Gross. I wish we wouldn't have done it. Candace won. And Giselle was like, that's because her mouth is so big. And I'm like, yeah, and so are your jaws. Maybe you should have been the one to actually fill those things with something so you can stop talking so much. Then they play questions. And if you don't want to answer the question, you have to eat a piece of a scorpion. Disgusting. Heather is still lying about Jen punching her in the face. Girl, she's in jail. She's in jail. She's gonna be in jail. Okay, Marisol and Alexia are getting tired of each other. They should be. I don't know why y'all put these two drunk grown ass women in the same room together. I would have felt the way from jump. Giselle throws a Mardi Gras dinner. She calls herself the Creole Queen. I honestly was greatly offended by all of this. Just because you have light skin and light eyes and you depict a certain archetype in New Orleans for the Creole women, and how Creole was high society, you know, right there next to white people in our community here in New Orleans, which is why a lot of like Creole or light complected people feel as if they're better than other people. Colorism played a huge part in the dynamic here in New Orleans. So that's why I think it's so funny that you want to rejoice in these things, but you want to ignore the negative parts of it that, you know, may contradict your claims that you're not colorist, but you're calling yourself the Creole Queen. Like, girl, jump off a fucking balcony, okay? I was gonna say a roof, but I'm just like, no, it's New Orleans, bitch. Jump off a balcony, okay? Girl, we love a balcony out here just for no reason. Give me a balcony. Portia is on the van talking about, every time Portia gets on the van, she's talking about Candace. And it's so funny because she wants to act like Candace is obsessed with her and Candace doesn't like her. But in all honesty, you discuss Candace way more than she discusses you, Portia. Like, I don't know what that's about. I don't know what I feel like your clip must be getting hard for Candace or something like that, because you really do talk about her every time y'all get in the van. So anyway, she feels like Candace is just trying to have a moment, having it out with she and Giselle. If they both confront her, then she's going to say they're bullying her. And it's like, yeah, because y'all are now discussing how you want to tag team her. So yeah, that would be bullying, you dummy. Duh. Okay. Yes, you can be dark skinned and be Creole. Yes, it really is just a mixture of ethnicities. But the archetype, the example of Creole is light. Specifically with light eyes. Just like if you go to any, country, and you'll see how they'll always promote the lighter complected people of that country, but there are a whole bunch of darker complected people that live there too. I didn't say her family wasn't Creole. She's not the Creole Queen. I don't care what you say. I'm from here. I grew up here. My family also, girl, whatever. Okay. Most of us are. I feel like I can say this though. What I am saying is, understanding what being Creole is also understanding that in this society, Creole a lot of the times was acted out as a way of colorism. My grandmother, for instance, Creole, would often tell people, I'm not black, I'm Creole. Lady, you black. But to say she is Creole is to make herself seem better and differentiate from other black people in New Orleans. Okay? So if you are Creole, if you grew up around it, then you understand how proclaiming it is a part of colorism a lot of the time. So she can't sit on the stage at Real Housewives of Potomac reunion and act as if she don't know what the fuck we talking about when we bring up colorism, when she then gets on this show to parade her family's Creole history around as if she knows so much about it. You the Creole Queen, but you are going to ignore your understanding of colorism in a culture that is significantly colorist. I hope I explained that. I hope I explained that well. It took a lot out of me. I just think it's offensive that she claims that title. She's a colorist and it's in line with claiming herself to be other. Yes, you get it as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Simone, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Brian. Can you talk about Brooke Shields' Pretty Baby next time you talk about R. Kelly? It exposes Hollywood or pedo design. I did. Did you see the video? I already did. Thank you for the super chat. Kevin, thank you for the super chat. I hate traveling with groups bigger than 4, so this trip would have made my anxiety bad. Child, you and me both. I don't like it either. Yeah, God, I've heard that so much while traveling, moving around the country. Girl, people just don't like when we speak on colorism. They really don't. Like, we the problem, okay? I wonder how she feels with her having darker complexion daughters. I wonder how she feels. She probably does the cognitive dissonance, the disillusion. You act like, you don't see it. You act like it's not a thing. Anyway, where was I in the notes? But I'm just saying, like, you proclaim yourself that and then you ignore some of the history in it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't walk around parading it like a badge of honor, and also then on another stage ignore your understanding of something that's very close and similar to it. Like, to say you were Creole was to merely separate yourself from black people, from other black people. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. It's not that it's not real, but most of us are mixed up with the same makeup, just with different degrees, or we just come out looking a different way. But everybody that's in New Orleans has somewhat of a French, native, African American ancestry. That's what it is. French, native, African American. Okay? The black peoples, the native, which were black peoples, and the Creole people. Or the French people, the white French people. Okay? The Caucasian French people that occupied this area, that colonized this area. Before that, it was the Spanish. We've been colonized by the Spanish, the French, and then Britain or Europe once we become America. Same thing. And in her sorority. So I'm just saying, y'all, this is somebody that's going around like parading this shit around, but then like ignoring the influence and the culture of it. You know what I'm saying? It's ignorant. It's very ignorant, and it's doing what, I feel like my grandmother and them were doing, you know what I'm saying? Which was just trying to act like you better than somebody when you go and get the darkest nigga in the hood to go and lay up and have kids with, because you don't like the fact that you are other. But then you turn around and tell everybody, I'm not black, I'm Creole. You know what I'm saying? Like, with all of your dark skinned kids and shit. I'm just saying, I'm talking about my own grandmother, y'all. So that's why I'm saying, like, it is what it is out here, y'all. I'm not about to front about it because it's my culture. It is what it is. Portia, well, no, I said about Portia. They talk about they want to confront her. Stupid. Portia says that, okay. Giselle says she doesn't understand why Candace can't see that she's had her back, even down to the Chris situation. At least she told her straight up. But she's mad because she said it on camera. Giselle, if you are going to continue to act as if you don't understand why Candace doesn't see it for you, then I'm just not even going to acknowledge you, because you know that her husband was not putting you in an uncomfortable situation, and you were trying to act as if he did on purpose and he needed to be blamed for it, and you were trying to malign him unjustly, and you're going to sit up here and act like that's not what you were doing. And I just kind of feel like I don't want to see you. Like, I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you constantly lying and portraying this situation in a certain way over and over again, even though you know that's not what it was. Like, it, to me, it's the same thing as Latasha Scott. Like, we know that somebody's lying about something, and they know we know they're lying, but they're just gonna keep lying to us any fucking way. It's exhausting. Portia says that she says you're trying. Okay, so Portia on the bus tells Giselle she's trying to act like you're trying to ruin her life, but you're trying to ruin Giselle's life by saying that she said this damaging thing about your husband. Oh, so we really gonna white woman the fuck out of this, ain't we? We really gonna flip flop and bend ourselves into a fucking pretzel to make Candace the person at fault for Giselle saying that her husband tried to be a sneaky link. Portia, I don't know what you and your bird brain are going through right now, but your need to be Giselle's partner in crime even down to saying shit that don't even make sense. I can't. I want y'all to stop. And guess what? I don't care to see y'all no more. Like, if y'all don't come back on y'all respective shows, I will be happy for it. Y'all personality type is something I cannot deal with. I cannot deal with people that just lie and lie and lie and lie like this. And then just uphold the lies. It's annoying as hell to me. Yes, Giselle's father did call Barbara Jordan Aunt Jemima during Congress. They were both vying for the same seat. Yes. My light-skinned cousins from home try to say the same thing. I'm brown and they're light, but you can't tell them they aren't Creole. Child. And that's the problem. A lot of people think being light-skinned means you're Creole, and that's not the case. My mom is not light at all. Our family makeup is still the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still the same, you know. No matter what the skin tone is, like, you still have the same French, African, native blood. It's just what it is. So yeah, it comes from a place of ignorance that people just want to attach to light skin. I don't really like it. But yeah, so where was I in the notes? Oh yes. Giselle. Giselle talks about Mardi Gras, her family history doing Zulu, and how for the longest, you know, they weren't allowed to have a black house. They weren't allowed to. So eventually when we finally got, and that's why they give Zulu the earliest, like nobody, y'all, Mardi Gras is a time where everybody's getting fucked up. Everybody gets drunk. Everybody wakes up late. Mardi Gras Day, everybody wakes up really early, but for some reason, Zulu goes at 8 a.m. Every other day where there's a parade, parades don't start until 10 a.m. or later. So I personally feel like it was a sign of racism to allow the only black crew to go so early in the morning thinking that people wouldn't show up for it. And to this day, it is literally the parade that everybody goes to see on Mardi Gras Day. People can say whatever they want to say, but I don't care about Rex. I don't. Like, good for them. But we go to the parades for Zulu, and then we stick around for Rex. Because if Rex was at 8 o'clock, nobody would show up. But the people that were there for Rex. But the majority of everybody would be getting there for Zulu. Okay? I'ma just keep it a buck with y'all. But yeah, they wear blackface in the parades, which is why it was kind of like gauche, I guess, for white people to then start being a part of Zulu. Because then it's putting white people in blackface, and that's not ever what it was. It was always black people exaggerating our features so that you would see it's some black people coming from down the street. That was the point of it, okay? But it's also, to me, in some ways plays into the racism. You know what I'm saying? The over caricature of our facial features and all of that type of shit. But it's the history of it. It's what everybody does, and we love it. Like, we love Zulu. Everybody gets up early in the morning to be out there for Zulu. Y'all saw me. I was out there early as fuck by myself, okay, on top of a fire truck at 9 o'clock in the morning drunk, okay? It's a great time. Anyway, so then it starts to rain. They have the umbrellas. She's showing them how to second line. Y'all, she doesn't know how to second line. She doesn't know how to she don't know how to buck jump. Buck jumping is hard. But second lining within itself, like, like this little, that's what some people do. Because as y'all know, there's a white side to this and a black side to this shit. And there's an in-between, you know what I'm saying? And Giselle is like right on the cusp of the white side of these things. So her version of second lining is very vanilla and not at all what it's like when you add a real second line. I almost feel like she's probably never been to a real second line. She's probably only been to the second lines that happen after funerals and weddings, not the ones that actually happen on like Super Sunday or, you know, on any given Sunday, child, after Super Sunday down here. So yeah, I don't think she's really in the culture like that. And it was embarrassing to watch her second line. Like, I was just like, oh, is that what we're doing? Okay. Then they do a reasonable versus shady game to promote their stale ass podcast. Alexia has to double down on how significant it was for Miami to come back after 8 years and be successful. Like, when Leah said that Alexa has like a prompter that she reads off of and she repeats the same shit over and over again, I still feel like Leah was telling the truth when she said that. Okay, I feel like, yeah, I feel like Leah's on point when it comes to her assessment of these women. Candace says Portia and Giselle were bullies. They are. Portia feels like Candace wouldn't take up for Leah if it wasn't about coming after she and Giselle. I'm like, that's not true. Candace always likes to speak up on behalf of people who she feels like can't really speak up for themselves. She doesn't like to see people get bullied because y'all do that to her so often. So no, she doesn't like when y'all do it to other people. She's spoken up for people a whole bunch of times, and it's not about getting into it with anybody. It's about standing up for that person because she doesn't like how it feels when it happens to her. Duh. Like, shut up, Portia. Kevin, thank you for the super chat. That early morning drinking story got me ready for all the pride parades this summer. Yes, come on. I need to make I said I wanted to do LA Pride. I do. I really do. I want to do somebody's LA Pride, but I need to do it like, you know, I want to do it in style. Okay. Whitney asked Heather about whether she's going to leave the Mormon church or not. And at this point, everybody is tired of talking about the Mormon church. Miami girls, Giselle and Portia, feel like it wouldn't be them making up like Heather and Whitney over and over again. And I just kind of feel like y'all also not cousins. Shut up. Whitney goes in a confessional and says Heather has lied about being friends with Lisa Barlow. Her standing in the Mormon church and Jen punching her in the eye. Whitney, we know Heather's a liar. You don't have to keep trying to convince us, honey. We get it. Okay. Then we get to episode 5. Y'all done tired poor Pepsi out. Okay. Making him kill bugs and go get fried chicken and all of this other shit. Whitney and Heather I think it was Whitney, Heather, and Leah did kickboxing. It's always so funny to me the way like the white girls are the only ones that get up early to do workouts and shit like that. Like, why is that? Why is that? Okay. Anyway, but they have to get their aggression out, Whitney and Heather, because y'all know they want to slap box each other. So they got to get this anger out before it ends up being another Jen and Heather situation. So Giselle is looking for her tequila this episode. That's right, y'all. A woman that is supposed to be making hundreds of $1,000s a year on a reality show is losing her shit over $100 bottle of tequila. Portia doesn't tag Leah and Candace in a group photo, and it starts drama. And, oh, thank you, Hershey, for becoming a member. I appreciate it, love. Thank you. Y'all, I remember online, everybody felt like Candace was blowing this out of proportion. And I was just kind of like, why are y'all acting like y'all don't know the politics of social media at this point? Why are y'all acting like y'all don't know that her tagging every fucking body, with the exception of Leah and Candace, was going to make everybody watch and feel like, oh, Candace and Leah must have got into it with Portia, and that's why she didn't tag them. They must not be getting along. And then everybody was going to start talking shit. That's what they do. So it really annoyed me when everybody acted like they didn't know that what Portia did was intentional. It was intentional. Every time you get on that fucking bus, you talking bad about Candace. It's because you don't like Candace for some reason. And we know why. You can't win no argument with Candace. A lot of y'all like dumb broads that play up y'all dumbness, even though y'all not that dumb. Portia's smart, y'all. Don't get me wrong. And I've said it before. She plays dumb. But when it comes to actually being able to argue with somebody, verbal sparring, Candace is top notch when it comes to verbal sparring. And when it comes to just being smart within a disagreement, period. Like, Candace is always on her tippy top toes when it comes to it, okay? And I think that Portia often gets exasperated with people that she can't control or she can't mind fuck. So yeah, I feel like you knew what you were doing when you decided to post that picture and exclude Leah and Candace. And then when everybody asks you about it, then you want to act like a bitch about it. And I'm just kind of like, child, see, this is why I can't deal with Portia right now. Candace, Heather, and Leah talk about how Portia plays dumb. They go shopping. Leah passes out from the heat. Giselle and Portia talk about Leah always playing victim. I'm like, that lady's face was red. That lady probably absolutely passed out. And Portia was like, how you on your period and you not wearing no panties? I'm like, it's called a tampon. Like some people don't like wearing underwear. So if I know my tampon gon' make sure I'm good, then I don't have to wear underwear. Like there are some days when you know what it's gonna be like. So you don't have to necessarily do that. Are we gonna act like we don't understand? Like you just wanna act like this lady lying about everything that she says because y'all don't like her. But her face was red. I think she passed out for real. Giselle tells them that she suspects them of stealing her liquor. Heather just wants the attention, oh my God, please say I stole it, oh my God, Giselle, please argue with me. I'm so excited. I'm a fan. Candace says Giselle has nothing to offer but long neck and stovepipe legs, and no one wants that. And I said, I know that's right. Candace asked Portia about why she didn't tag them in a group photo, knowing the way social media can react, knowing the way social media will go and, get in the comments, asking questions, saying all type of mean shit to people because they think they fave don't like somebody. Portia says that I don't like Leah. Okay, but like, why you gotta start shit on social media? Why you gotta send people after somebody? And that's when you realize like how fucked up Portia really is. Cause I feel like Portia, you knew your fans were gonna perceive that as a dog whistle to go and get under Candace and Leah's comments. Like that's what it felt like to me. Anyway, it also felt like you were trying to mean girl ostracize them. That's another thing it felt like, and I don't like that shit neither. When I tell you, I would be bringing up the fact that she stole that lady husband all the time, like just to aggravate her, just to get under her skin. Just to get under her skin. Like, girl, how's that lady husband doing? Okay, listen. When you stole that lady husband, she's still a man. She take a man. Listen, as soon as she started calling Candace PJ, I'd have been like, she take a man. Listen, I know you want to act like I'm a child, but I'm not. I know you look older than me, but you ain't old enough to be my fucking mama. Okay, like it would have been ribs all over the place. Okay. Anyway, I don't care. I said what the fuck I said. Portia working on my nerves. Okay. Anyway, the Miami girls say that Candace is childish. I feel like they're drunk, so who cares? Giselle says it's comedy that Candace wants to say that they're bullying. I'm like, but y'all are the bullies. As you say, Candace normally responds, right, Giselle? Portia keeps saying that she doesn't know Alexia. Hold up. Alexia says Candace told them to shut the fuck up. Oh yeah. Portia keeps saying she don't care about what y'all saying about her social media. She don't know, why she ain't post her. I don't know. My notes got mixed up right there. But Alexia is saying that Candace told them to shut the fuck up at one point. I'm just kind of like, so you're dogpiling? So Candace has an issue with Portia excluding she and Leah from a photo, and now y'all are dogpiling on top of her. Really, Miami girls? Why don't y'all just sip y'all drink and shut the fuck up? Like, that's what I would like for y'all to do. Okay? Like, Candace says you never let anyone talk. What are you talking about, Alexia? All you do is run your mouth. Portia says Candace is loud. Portia starts calling Candace PJ, saying she needs a Pedialyte. She needs to eat. I would have been like, listen, just because you have childbearing hips does not mean you buried me, bitch. Okay? Like, Bondy's first illogical video. Oh, you feel like I'm being illogical? Okay. Hold up. Okay, let me help. I don't know what y'all want me to say. Like, what was I supposed to say? What was I supposed to say? Was I supposed to say that Candace couldn't peep what Portia was doing? Like, I don't know what you thought I was going to say, but make your own fucking video. The fuck? Like the video, y'all. Because people got me fucked up today. Girl, I don't know who people think they be talking to, but it's like, bitch, you're not talking to me. I don't know who you thought you was talking to, but bitch, you wasn't talking to me. Anyway, and now you can't talk to me, okay? They say they don't fuck with me, but I say they can't fuck with me, okay? That's what happened. Anyway, I don't like them calling Candace loud when they all raise their voices to talk over each other. And they do. And they do. And when you play it back, you see that they do that. I feel like Portia was absolutely being like a high school mean girl. I feel like she was being a high school mean girl. Her and Giselle were being high school mean girls. And the Miami girls are being Gretchen and following in line. Like, that's how I feel about it. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about it, but that's how I feel. Based on what I watched. You intentionally kept her off the post to be messy, to start shit. And you started shit. What's the problem? Anyway, where was I? Portia says Candace wants a moment with her. And I just kind of feel like, Portia, you want a moment with Candace. If Candace wants a moment with you, then you want a moment with her. Because how many times you gonna talk about her? Like, that was antagonistic to post that picture and not at her. It's a group photo. All of y'all are in it. And you not gonna tag her? Why? Because you wanted to start some shit. The fuck out of here with that. Giselle wants Candace room checked behind this liquor. Leah and Candace talk about Portia not liking Leah for no reason. Whitney says Giselle is trying to prove Candace wrong, which is why she is talking to production like they're her fucking concierge or something like that. Like they children. I need y'all to search her room right now. I need somebody that's gonna take this seriously. I want my liquor. I want y'all to search her room right now. And I was just kind of like, really? It's supposed to be a house full of rich women, and y'all really gonna sit up here and act like this bottle of liquor is that serious to want to search somebody's room? Like, how do y'all not understand the energy of this? Like, the energy of accusing people of stealing. And I was watching Erica De Niro's video last week, and she mentioned how, and I would have never even thought about this, that if they don't blame the cast members, it's going to fall on the people that are working in that house. Somebody's going to say one of the workers stole this liquor, and then the workers are going to get in trouble. And so this is why Pepsi is so upset, because he probably feels like, oh God, if they can't find it in any of these women rooms, they're going to blame us for it. And that is very fucked up. And that's another reason why I don't want to be bothered with Giselle's Karen, decrepit, ignorant, nasty disposition having ass. If y'all think it's okay to get on national television and lie on people like this, something is fucking wrong with y'all. The liquor is not even that big of a deal, y'all. It's really not. But when you think about the implications of her constantly lying on people, why does she still have a job at this point? If that's all it takes is for you to get on a fucking reality show and just lie on people, then what world are we gonna be in? Because I think at some point people need to start suing her for this shit. People need to start suing her for this shit. How many times you gonna get up here on national television and lie on people like this? Oh, anyways, Whitney, yeah, I said that. Leah walks in on Leah and Candace because she wants to try to tell Candace that they're going to search her room. Candace was talking to Leah about Portia and how she thinks that, hold up, and how, Portia don't like Leah, whatever. Giselle says that Candace is putting 20 on 10 when it comes to Portia not liking Leah. But she's in here to demand that Candace's room be searched for this $100 bottle of liquor. Candace has to kiss her ass. And that's how I would feel too. You're not searching my room. Kiss my ass. Get the fuck out of my face. Honestly, I probably would have went and got a whole bunch of $20 bills that make up the amount of that liquor and threw it in her face, like violently, like took a roll of 20s. And when she tried to come into my room to look for that liquor, I'd have threw the 20s in her fucking face. Go buy you another bottle, you thirsty ass alcoholic bitch. Like, it just would have been a lot of nasty words being said. I'm sorry. You don't get to like constantly be lying on people, accusing people of stealing shit, accusing people of trying to get you in a room alone so they can take advantage of you. You just do a lot of maligning people for no real reason. And I don't really like it. That's also cultural. Thai are very religious. Theft is a strong accusation to them. That shit is terrible. House of Aaron posted a video with Candace saying Giselle accused a staff member of stealing her phone at the last reunion. What? Child, get her the fuck away from me. Giselle's behavior was horrible this episode. She needs to be held accountable because she be Real Housewives of Potomac downfall. She's a Karen, and I'm sick of it. Giselle and the ladies probably drank that bottle that night, and the staff probably threw it out when they showed them having shots. I'm sure there wasn't much left. It's ridiculous. Whitney took that bottle. If you peeped how fast she ran inside when they returned, she jetted inside that villa to hide that bottle. Maybe she had to use the bathroom. Either way, the fact that simply because Candace said, bitch, I don't have to steal shit from you, I'm not letting you search my room, you're going to set your sights on her. And the staff member was black too. Of course. Didn't Giselle also say one of the masseuse? Yeah, I said that. I said that she said that the Thai masseuse tried to massage your coochie. Yeah. The bottle is worth $150, I believe. Then go get $20 worth of, go get $20 bills worth of $150. Okay, bitch, give her 160 and throw the shit in the face. Okay? Okay, you posted the House of Aaron video in the Discord. Okay, hold up. That mean y'all want me to play it. Okay. Hold up. Let me see. Girl. Let me see.
Shout out to Triangle Park. They've been awesome. And yeah, just figuring out new
Oh, this is a whole
sounds.
interview. This is a whole interview. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. If she said that's what happened, that's what happened. Oh, y'all got me hungry now. But yeah, no, I'm good. That I don't feel like playing that's a whole interview that House of Aaron did. Shout out to him. Because Child Candace will not come and interview with us. I guess probably because of me. But that's fine. That's fine. It is what it is. Y'all should go check out House of Aaron's interview with Candace. But apparently Candace said that Giselle accused somebody of stealing. Okay. Yes, a black man working with production team. They found it later and didn't apologize. Of course not. Of course not. That bottle doesn't even have that much liquor in it. It's no way there was still any liquor left in it after taking it out 3 different times and sharing. Like, I would think it would be gone. Production pointed to the bottle being on the bar shelf. They did. They did. It was a great interview. You guys should watch. Her and Robin are not good. They shouldn't be good at this point. They shouldn't be good at all. I'm not watching Real Housewives of Potomac next season. I understand why. Okay, get at 150 in shingles. No, for real. I knew I wasn't the only one that would have responded relatively violently. She makes my stomach turn. No, it severely annoyed me. But anyway, y'all, that's all I got for y'all on this one. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And I will check you guys in the next one. Okay? Peace out.